Danielle.
Hi, Casey.
How are you?
Lovely to be back in the new Nook. Nook 2.0.
Nook 2.0.
Guys, Nook is better.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really loving it's nice and airy in this place. That old place was a piece of shit. I want to tell you that.
It really was.
At the time, your old house was a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know. A mid-century piece of shit.
Piece of shit. Now we're in the lap of luxury.
I'm so happy to be here and be moved in. Danielle, we got some tough news today regarding in the further saga that is the People's Choice Award nomination. For anyone who needs to be caught up quickly, we were nominated, of course, for People's Choice Award for Best
Podcast in the world.
Danielle bought a dress that night.
Mm-hmm. And then I found out that we weren't necessarily invited unless we win. Now, there is a new wrinkle. And I cannot return this dress because I bought it on sale.
New wrinkle from my beloved publicist. Hey, here's the deal. We will know who won in advance.
Okay.
That's good. The podcast category, however, likely won't be presented during airtime,
Guys, it's like they don't want me to be seen on air.
They're considering it for maybe a show bumper from the audience.
Which is like, you just sit in the audience and they're like, oh, and then they zoom over your head.
Yeah, maybe.
Send a drone out into the audience.
And then she gets even like, it gets more sad. She's like, once we hear more, but we'll keep you posted. And then she writes, in the meantime, do you want us to put glam on hold? It's like, we know you don't need it, but if that'll like soothe your soul.
Yeah, if you need this for you
and for Danielle. And then at the bottom she goes, maybe forward to Danielle. Like
Danielle needs to know.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting, but continue to vote for us.
Please continue to vote for us. Maybe a drone will go over our heads.
It's like when you plan a vacation. That's the fun part, actually. Sometimes the vacation is fun, but a lot of times it's in the planning and the lead up.
And even if it gets canceled because vacation didn't vote for you, it's still an honor to go on that, to plan that vacation.
Cover up.
Yes.
You can bop around it.
Well, speaking of something that, everything is not what it seems.
Sure.
Today I was driving right by my house. Like it literally was like just about bopping onto my street. And it's just at a stop sign. And someone tried to get into my car because they thought I was their Uber. Now this, look. I didn't know what was happening at first, and I get it because sure, why not? I just have a Toyota.
Right.
I have the car of every Uber driver and I get that.
And it feels right. Probably.
Yeah. And God bless, I have taken many an Uber in my life.
Had you even pulled over?
Well, I just seems like at a stop sign and I see a large white man coming towards me and he starts to try and get in my car. And I just go, no. I just go, no, get out of here. And then I drove off. And it just took me a minute.
He's like, Monica? No.
Because how you panic and I knew.
Yeah, it would be alarming if someone just opens your door.
No, it's just. It was straight. And then I look back at it and I saw it from his point of view in that sort of Rashomon way where you can see a situation from
I'd love to see a short film of that.
Yes.
From both of your perspectives.
And I get why, because I had come to a stop sign and there was a car in front of me that wasn't moving. So I honked that person. And I think for some reason that the man standing at the corner of the street thought I was honking like, hey, I'm your Uber.
Get the fuck in here, buddy.
Get on in. And then he approached my car and started to open the door. I was like, no. I think I just said, get away from me or get out of here. One of those two things happened. My heart was like beating so hard and I didn't know what was happening. And then I realized he thinks I'm his Uber, but it doesn't say Uber on the car. So that's on him.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know.
I know. So anyway, it was terrifying. Anytime you see a large man trying to get into your car as a woman in this world. So yeah. And then I came home and my husband was literally like, someone tried to get into my car, but I think he thought it was an Uber. My husband's like, I'm on the phone.
It seems like you were shutting people out and they were shutting you out.
Yes. So anyway, that was my adventure today. But I would like to say, I could have made some money. I should have done it, taken him where he needed to be.
Right. And if he's listening.
Sorry for screaming, get out of here. I didn't know what else to say.
I love get out of here. Like, get out of here, buddy. It's my car.
Get out of here.
Oh, God.
Guys, it was, in an emergency, you find out who you are. And this is who I'm an Uber driver.
What a wild moment. I see you already just like frantically honking at someone else to go with it.
Wild.
Danielle.
So what's going on?
I had, and then we're going to bring out our guest quickly. I had a hard day too yesterday because something happened on set that I hope maybe someone could relate to the struggle, although I doubt it. But I was on set working and I was shooting Black Monday with Andrew Reynolds, and we're sitting there and all of a sudden someone yells, an ice cream truck is here. Oh, someone's ordered an ice cream truck. And I do very bad, as you know, I'm a deep sugar addict. Yes. I do really badly when I'm surprised with food. Mm-hmm. Something about it makes me feel just like, I have to have this. It was meant, God wanted me to have this, or he wouldn't have put it in front of me. Yes. And so my husband is immediately texting me because he works with us. He's texting.
And he knows you.
Oh, he goes, there's soft serve. Do you want some? And I can feel panic in his text because he knows if I don't connect with this ice cream, like something's going to happen. Next thing I know, knock, knock, knock on the trailer, and I'm getting into my Spanx, and my makeup artist is holding a cone. People know, like, we gotta get her.
Oh, I would have known.
Yeah.
Been on it.
And I thought, that's nice, but I'm sure there's many more opportunities for me to get this ice cream, like today. And I'm putting on Spanx. What am I going to do in 100-degree heat hold? So I say, Tiff, take it. And I thought that was very nice. It's like, that's not like me, but I thought it was friendly.
Yeah.
She takes the ice cream. I suit up. I come out. I see the truck, and there's a line. Now, we have an actress sitting here, and oftentimes, and it doesn't feel great, they will let the actors go first in situations like this.
Gross.
As a writer,
I'm at the back of the line watching the actress cut.
Riding in someone else's
watching
Uber.
The woman in Spanx cut in front of me.
It doesn't feel great.
No, not from my side.
And a very lovely PA who I've just met says, hey, they're ready for you. Now, that was tough to hear when I see the line, and then she says, they're ready for you. Meaning like a full crew of people is ready to shoot. And I say, but what about my ice cream? And it doesn't feel good. Like I can feel like a child welling up. I go, what about my ice cream? She goes, well, and gestures like, they're ready for you, truck here. And I go, could you get me some?
And she sat, just so you know, I see Max. Yeah. Your oldest son when you're telling me this story.
And now I had a long walk to set. So my thought was, if she would just grab the ice cream. Again, I wouldn't do this for any other cause, but it's like when it's just important. So I said, maybe if you got me some, but I didn't say cut. I just kind of gestured. I go like, got me some, then I could walk with it over and I could eat it on the walk. Mm-hmm. I said, because I'm afraid if you get it and bring it, well, then what? It's melted. And now they're using me. She goes, what? I go, could you maybe get in maybe go in the front of the line? She goes, they're ready for you. So now we're just staring at each other. I start walking away. I yell back, but are you going to get it? Long story short, I go, they're ready for me. I shoot. And now I'm like very panicked because I'm like, this is 20 minutes. I'm going to be sitting here. A guy comes out, a new gentleman I met. He says, hey, we did put your ice cream at your seat, but it's all melted. And sorry, but the truck is gone. And I burst into tears. I cried.
As a sugar addict myself, I understand.
I would like you to reach out to me personally if you've ever cried because you didn't get an ice cream and you're 38 or above.
I've told you that I have over a churro at Disneyland. Yeah. We were leaving Disneyland. And because my daughter was fast asleep and it was past her bedtime. And, you think there's going to be a churro around every corner.
Well, that's the thing. At every minute, you're like, this is when I'm going to get it. So I still have another
I didn't get it. And then we're walking, we're in Tomorrowland. We're in Princess Land. And I'm
No churro.
And I'm like, but I thought I was going to have a churro. My husband's like, she's asleep. We have to get back. The electric light parade's going to start. We got to get the fuck out of here. And I'm just like, but I didn't get my shirt. Like I was apoplectic. Like it was. So I understand that it's the worst.
So it's been a hard day. It sounds like for both of us today. And I need support right now.
Yeah.
I am truly powerless over food and sugar. And I'm working on that, but wow, that hit hard.
I hear you. And if anybody sees me around town, get on in my car. I'll give you a ride where you want to go.
Sees a cone. Bring it over. We have a guest who's been so patient while we tell this nonsense.
Now, this is a fan favorite and a human favorite.
Human favorite. She's been literally out of the country working in ways we could only dream.
Yes, she has been in Prague working on a job. This woman is a world traveler.
Yes.
She's an amazing actress. She's a hilarious human being. And she's also hot as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please welcome beloved guest Ana Ortiz.
What's up, babes?
Back in the new Nook.
I'm so happy to be here right now. You don't know. I probably get more love from the Bitch Sesh podcast than you can even begin to imagine.
The best.
They are the best.
P.S. by the way, in Prague.
What?
Yeah, girl. The housewives are major in Prague, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a Housewives of Prague?
No.
No. Who are they watching in Prague?
That would go over
Who are they watching in Prague? Who's their city that they talk about?
Definitely Beverly Hills.
Okay.
And Jersey, surprisingly.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, I would have thought New
watching
York,
their bowler.
I don't know. I think it's just. I think the Jersey thing. I think it's the
flashy,
the Trumpian sort of gold, horrifying decor.
Yeah, I get it.
Maybe a Czech likes, and then no disrespect.
No.
None. Everything is under the umbrella of no disrespect here.
Only respect here. Only respect.
No, I mean plenty of disrespect to the Jersey decor, not to the Czech.
Yes,
my housewife.
We don't care about the Jersey decor. Though I am a Jersey girl. When I was watching Hustlers, which is the greatest movie on earth.
Oh my God,
the greatest movie
on
made.
earth.
The greatest movie ever made.
Star Turn by a star named J-Lo.
And another one, Constance fucking Wu.
Yeah, I cried multiple times.
Guys, but when I saw J-Lo with those fucking nails.
Yes, all day long.
All I want is big, long nails.
Yeah, it is all you want. That was my favorite. When I was on Betty, I got to wear the
I
long
remember
nails
them.
and the tits up
And you
the
looked
big hair.
fantastic.
And I felt fantastic.
Yes.
Why can't that be your look?
It can be. I
It's a
have
look
my
we've all
moments.
decided isn't good, but when you're living it, it's so good.
I do a long nail every now and again.
Oh, I
get in the
like
moment.
when I look at the way Khloe Kardashian moves her hands all the time, and all those girls are like,
yes.
I am very captivated by it.
Me too. When I was doing Hot Wives and I had all that fucking nails and hair and makeup, I would look in the mirror and be like, I've never been so beautiful.
I'm so hot. Yeah.
I loved myself
when
I was just out there.
Yeah. There's something to
and
that.
So I love that Jersey look. That's in me.
Mm-hmm.
Anna, speaking of looks, we just watched Dallas together.
Yeah, we did.
Wow. Should we just get into Dallas?
Let's dive in.
Let's get in. Let's do it.
Thoughts,
Anna? Well, I have to tell you, when Dallas started this season, I'm not going to lie. Like, I texted a few of my, the ones that I dish with. And I was like, are we doing Dallas? Like, are we going to watch that? Are we diving into Dallas? Like, I was ready to give up just because I'm in full despair mode about the state of the world. And I don't know if I could watch
give yourself
7 Trumpers, being Trumpy. And I just was like, I need a safe space. And I don't know if Dallas could give it to me.
Yeah.
But it was the general consensus that yes, we are getting
You have to go with what the people think, just as we know. With the People's Choice Awards.
And guess what? It's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, tonight was I can't wait to see what happens next week with drunk Deandra, but I mean, tonight was good.
Seeing Deandra on that bed, much like J-Lo and Hustlers.
Yeah, a very similar pose of Deandra rolling around the bed and really J-Lo rolling around that strip club floor like, God, wow.
Go see the movie. We'll stop it. It's for every single listener of this podcast. You will literally orgasm a million times watching it.
Oh.
But yeah, so Dallas was, was touch and go, but I'm in with all the hair. Those weaves, I can't.
They might be the worst weaves in all the cities.
In the canon.
And that's saying something.
Yeah.
Because OC,
who's you find the worst, Leanne's or Deandra's?
Deandra's probably just because it's so ratty. At least Leanne's kind of can look sort of healthy sometimes.
Yes. Well, in Deandra's, it's tough because it's ratty and she had a lot of hair problems this week.
She did.
She missed a meeting with Travis.
When he left that message, it left a pit because I've gotten messages of that nature of like, you are disappointing as a human being. Those like, you have let yourself down and that's what's disappointing me type of messages. And I guess you
don't care about your career or your life.
Are those hit you like a ton of feces. You're just like, I need to sink into a hole and die.
And have you ever been more attracted to Travis?
Never. When I am disappointing a man is when I'm the horniest.
Like when the Uber guy tried to get in your car.
Yes. And I disappointed him by saying, get out of here.
I can't take it.
And you masturbated all the way home.
I was like,
yeah. Travis really left that message. That really sent a chill.
I was very attracted to him. As you know, I've had an attraction to him this season ever since I found out what his fortune at the locker company. How he turned his locker company around.
Yeah. He's also better with long hair, I think. I like the little bit of length on his hair.
Yes.
That's generous. Now, what do you make of I like when Deandra's husband was basically like, oh, no, you were totally wrong, Deandra. Like, everything, that was horrible what you did.
He read her. I really have no patience for him. I really need him to, like, get a job and then he can talk shit. Otherwise, he needs to...
Yeah.
But don't you think, in a way, though, neither of them really have a job?
This is true. This is true. You know what I wonder? Why did Deandra make her mother stop selling on the Jesus Network? That was where they were getting all their money.
100%.
Go back on the Jesus Network. Sell your stupid shit. They'll buy anything. Hello.
Yes.
No, that's what I said.
I don't understand it.
That's clearly
I bet you that's the first thing Travis says. Go back to Jesus.
I think that's exactly the first order of business. She was like, we're done with them. Yeah. And then it literally like fell off a cliff.
Yeah, well, because she was like, this is a product that is for an elder woman. Mm-hmm. And so like, know your audience.
Like a born again elder, Trumpian Dallas woman.
They'll believe you like, oh, this cream is the best cream. Look at mine.
You got a lot of women who say things like, I don't give a rip. Like that is your audience. Like I had this woman once, it was just like, oh, she was on the precipice. Like, you know what I mean? Like those are the type of women like, who wants a mint julep? It's just, they all sort of, like an elder, handsome, like woman. Like that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And that's great. Know who you are appealing to.
Absolutely. And that seems like that was kind of their audience and their main selling group. Because then after she stopped selling that, they fell
100%. Yeah. I really liked when Cameron showed us her yearbook. It really did make me laugh. When she said, yes, I was voted most likely to be lost in an airport on her way to college. What a specific yearbook.
She must have gotten lost on her way to college. Like they had, like, because that is like, wait, what?
I wasn't voted anything in my yearbook. We didn't actually.
You didn't have a superlative?
I didn't have a high school yearbook. I went to like too many different high schools.
Oh God. The saddest story ever.
This is worse than the Uber story or the ice
like
cream.
You bringing out all your tales of woe again. Anna.
Debbie Downer, and Leanne. Downer.
What were you voted in high school, Casey?
Most likely to succeed. So.
Good for you.
I don't know that I was the most likely. There was others.
I like to think I would have been, but
of course you would have been. You would have been.
You guys are so nice.
Well, I mean, please.
I will say that by senior year, my boobs had come in, so I think that helped seal the vote.
I'm still waiting.
Still wait? I've seen them. They're terrific.
You know what? They're growing now, which is weird.
Really?
I know.
Maybe it's the Peloton?
Could be.
Okay, so what else in the episode? So Stephanie and her life coach was tough, and I say this with no disrespect. What does a woman who doesn't work need with a life coach? A therapist I could see.
Yeah.
But I guess this woman sort of seemed to function like a therapist.
Yeah,
I really love Stephanie.
I do too. She's gorgeous, and as I was saying to you guys,
she is sweet.
I've never been so enthralled by someone who gives us nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like she's not exciting.
She's so shallow yet so deep.
So deep. And like
you're right, she doesn't bring a lot of drama.
She doesn't bring a lot, but I can't take my eyes off her.
And she was sitting there in Magic Hour on the
in Mexico
side of that cliff.
In that blue house by the blue sea.
Yeah. That house is beautiful and wild.
Guys.
I loved that house.
That was like a resort.
Danielle said she wouldn't go on the bridge, but I
wouldn't go on that bridge. I'm too scared. I'm scared of heights.
I'm a little scared of heights, but I would have done the bridge.
I don't even like to go on like a balcony of a second floor. Like I'm not I'm not an adventurous gal in any way.
Leanne took a turn for the worst.
She started. I mean, she came out the box just like,
what was
why'd you
that?
get us a helicopter?
It was strange. I'm like, is she feeling herself in a way? Did she get a lot of love last season and so she's feeling herself?
I feel like she's a little Shannon Bedore-esque now, which is like hazing the newcomer.
Yeah,
and a little
I hear
threatened
that.
by the new person, maybe?
Yes, I do hear that.
I think Leanne hates privilege. And for some reason, she and Cameron have like clicked. But other than that, I think she has such a chip on her shoulder about people who have access to things that they like inherited wealth that they just got.
This is crazy because I feel like I have that too.
Yeah.
I really do. Now I'm seeing myself in Leanne.
And that's a place
I feel it too. I feel it too. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel when I see people of privilege, I don't have a chip. Aspiration. Like I do. It's like, I think that's the reason why like I am sort of attracted to, though I didn't marry this, attracted to that sort of like prep school, waspy, like doesn't give a shit. Like there's something about me, you know, like just like a man of privilege. There's something
like
about
a Kennedy
that. Yeah.
Kinda,
like that I find disgusting,
a Shep.
Yes. Well, that's why I like Shep. It's gross. I'm not proud of it. Yeah. But there is a part of me that doesn't come out with a chip on her shoulder, but like, I must conquer that. I must conquer that.
I feel like I want to conquer it too, but with like a fucking kick to the face. Like I'm so angry about it. I'm so jealous and mean about it. It's not good. It's a bad thing.
No, but that's how you feel.
Had to learn how to like get over because people who grow up rich, it's always bothered me. Yeah. And then I maybe see now I have this whole new perspective on Leanne because maybe I do that to people too. I'm just kind of mean to them because they're rich.
I don't think you do this on that level. The three of us treated each other to the conversation we would have had with Carrie if we didn't want to stay with her in the room.
Yes,
which we all said we wouldn't want to.
No. All of us would have been like, if there is an extra room, why not?
Yeah.
As a woman.
But Anna, you said you would have pulled her aside.
And just said, I never get any time alone. I got the kids. I got my husband. This house is so beautiful. Would you mind terribly if I just had like my own space?
Yes. And I would have said I couldn't be more grateful for this opportunity. Yes. Not what Leanne did.
No, which is like, Leanne goes about, that's Leanne's problem in general, though. She always zigs when she should zag. She doesn't know how to be correct. Like she doesn't know how to be polite.
But she seemed to have so much anger. And I think she also really like lowers into labels. Like once that woman said you're negative, she's like, I'll fucking show you negative, and went on to like challenge and kind of weaponize her own suicide, where she was like, how many times did you guys commit suicide? Thank ya. I did a bunch.
It was so
She's like, was not successful, but I did it.
And she's like, and I do it again tonight if I had the opportunity.
Tonight.
And she is weaponizing that because that is a serious thing. And all of us know people that if they haven't done it, they have at least tried.
Yes, and I feel terribly for her that what she went through. It's not about that. It was just a strange way to kind of coming off of what her energy had been with that woman. Mm-hmm. Although I didn't also not appreciate Carrie saying like, well, you just need to make sure that hurt inside doesn't like
kind of get over
like,
it.
Sweetie, you didn't live that.
Yeah.
And also just like, well, did you not want children? It's like, just fuck off. Someone doesn't have children for it doesn't matter. It's their life.
That is a question I will never ask anyone.
Never.
You never ask that. Ever. If they want to volunteer that information, they will. If I see someone, a woman over a certain age, if they don't have kids, if you want to tell me, you'll tell me. If you don't,
and
I'm
God bless
your
you.
business.
God bless you if you don't want children. We're overpopulated as we are.
Yeah.
She was doing it especially to like poke at Leanne. She just knew the question was going to stir something.
And then she did.
And
she did.
Yeah.
And so both of them were using their weapons. Mm-hmm. Neither of them came off great.
They're just hands.
They're just hands. She has a few weapons.
And then when Brandy just stumbled off and shit herself senseless and passed out with her undies out.
For Stephanie to say
shit stains on those legs. I can't.
It's disgusting.
I mean, loofah or something. There's a way to get an even spray tan, people.
Yes.
For Stephanie to say that Brandy exhausted herself shitting.
Well, in defense, she said, I have had a poop that has made me pass out.
It's just like so disgusting. And that's like Stephanie just being like, yeah, what I have.
I mean, maybe that's what her life coach is about.
Right. Getting into the bottom of that.
Getting down to the bottom of that. Being like, I spend my days passed out from pooping. What am I doing wrong?
Well, what's my next step?
A different fiber in your diet.
Where do I go from here? Wow, that was really strange. The way she just like slunk out of there.
And then it's like, I'm tired.
Really strange.
And passed out. It was a dark episode, wasn't it? Or it ended dark.
Yeah, it ended not on a great.
And how about, I'm sorry to go back, but when Carrie offered a beet salad and Leanne said, I might pass on that because I don't want to throw up.
Who says that? My mother would have reached across the table and just said, well, then you can't have any food, and just sent her to bed.
And thrown it right over the cliff. Yeah.
You can just go right to bed.
God.
Someone else came to dinner, which was a bunch of statement pieces, some statement necklaces.
They were necklaces heavier than a I don't know what I'm going to say, but just
I don't know, right?
Just the heaviest pieces, like to rival Luann's by 100.
Deandra's necklace bigger than Luann's have ever been. Her earrings, Cam's earrings. Then we find out. I cannot commit to her name. She doesn't seem like a Carrie to me.
I think it is Carrie though.
Carrie is a jewelry
K-A-R-Y.
She is a jewelry
designer.
Yeah.
I don't like any of it.
They all talk about their products.
I don't like any of it.
Okay.
They all talk about their products because she's like, I'm so happy that I have something now to like, like I make my own money. And then of course Karen's like, and I just sparkle dog. And it's just so, I used to be on an allowance.
And she's like, yeah, thanks for bringing that up because I signed a prenup too, girl. It's like,
what?
It's so crazy.
Oh
Cameron's husband.
They all signed a prenup except for
Brandy, who they both came with nothing
but her pom-poms from her Dallas stays.
You know what? I bet those are worth something.
Yeah.
Well, they probably are now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. But they didn't. And remind me, did Stephanie and her know each other from cheerleader or no? Stephanie wasn't a cheerleader, right?
No, Travis and Brandy's little ginger were best friends.
Okay, that's what it is.
And that's how they met.
Are they still friends?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually. The husbands?
Yep. They're doing well. I don't know anything else with Dallas.
No, I mean, again, the season's just getting going, I believe. Oh, then there was one more thing when Leanne visited the bridal store.
Oh.
And the
couturier.
The couturier and the bewigged
party planner.
He
puts Lisa's guy yeah, girl. Did you see that part? It almost touched his eyebrow. It was like his wig was just pulled down too low.
It was wild.
No. Yes.
Oh, no.
It was. He with a small hairline. You have to be very careful.
It's like the Jew Dice Stilo, but it wasn't.
It was like Mo from the Three Stooges. Yeah. Like it's a wild
pop it back
look.
Up, you say.
Just pop back that wig. Just an inch.
And give it a couple low lights. It's very dark.
And also really maybe black. A zhuzh, like it's very like flat.
I think we'd have to just start from scratch. But
get a new wig.
Or maybe just be you.
It's hard to like work with what we have with that one.
I would like to see what's underneath that wig, but yeah, if he's committed, if he's a wig guy, maybe a good hat.
I do find like the party planners and the housewife start looking like each other.
Yes.
And like Lisa and her guy from Potomac Reunion.
What was his name?
Kevin Lee. They kind of started to carry each other the same.
Yeah.
Themselves the same way. And I'm finding that with Leanne and her gentleman.
Oh, yes. And then for him when she tells her the price and Leanne just looks away as if she has disappeared into the room, as if she is no longer there. And then he says, well, we've had a lot of people that have been doing nice things for Leanne because she's been so nice to them. And then we were all forced to sit.
That woman's like, I've never met you.
That was so cringy.
That curled up in a ball. I tried to make myself the smallest version of myself because I could not handle that.
And then the woman, of course, because like there's cameras, like, I'm honored to do this.
That woman is
and she
saint.
sketched literally like just one line of like a back, and Leanne was like, oh, I'll take it. I love that.
That woman is a hero.
Yeah.
A hero.
She's doing the Lord's work for us all.
I'm excited. Next week, Cameron throws a napkin in whose face?
Brandy's face.
Brandy.
To throw a napkin because they're so lightweight.
It was really anticlimactic, but it was a
so
good,
not
solid
her.
move. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
She had to hunch to get out of that wicker hut. She's a taller gal, but
She's
most
beautiful.
likely to be a supermodel.
yes,
likely.
on the cover of Cosmo.
wow. Shall we take a little break and come back with one of the greatest starts to a reunion of all time, Potomac?
Yes. Support for today's show comes from Third Love. With more than 80 sizes, including their signature half cup sizes, Third Love designs bras with breast size and shape in mind for the perfect fit and premium feel. You guys know I love my Third Love bras. I wear them all the time. Too much. They feel comfortable and they look really good, especially if I'm wearing like a white shirt. You can't even see through them. This is hands down the most comfortable bra you will own, with straps that won't slip and tagless labels. Not to mention lightweight, super thin memory foam cups that mold to your shape. Best of all, every customer has 60 days to wear it, wash it, and put it to the test. And if you don't love it, you can return it and Third Love will wash it and donate it to a woman in need. Don't you love this? Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now, they're offering our listeners 15% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/housewives now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/housewives for 15% off.
We're back, guys, with Potomac. What a season.
Guys, I don't want it to go away.
I know. So many people are texting me and emailing me about this season.
Potomac brought it.
Mm-hmm. And they're going to, and I know this is like what we always say about Housewives. We're like, but next week is really going to be good. But I do think when we're joined by Michael Sweaty Back
when
Darby.
we see that sweaty back and then him like peering over them in that like balcony, kind of creeping.
Everybody
on
looks
them.
scared.
He's going to get nailed. I mean, they're going to go in for him.
He wants to get nailed by all the crew.
Sure does.
Can I also say that has Ashley ever said anything? Like anytime anyone asks her a question about Michael, she always goes, he's amazing. Like, and how is Michael as a father? He's amazing. How are you guys doing? We're doing amazing. Like, at least I would believe you more if you say, you know what? It's a work in
We've
progress.
had a tough
this was a rough year. Let's be honest.
We've been through stuff that most people don't have to go through.
Yeah, this was hard.
But she's always like, we're better than ever. Like, it's just like, no,
really
and I
can't be.
I cannot see that he's like this amazing father.
But that quality is what is so needed in our housewives. And I do appreciate it, because were any of them to try to ever humble themselves, it's like, that's the arc we need, is someone's out of reality for so long about something so insane, then everyone beats them down so hard that they are forced to finally crack and go, I guess I was wrong. Then everyone rallies around them and then we start again.
Yes.
So for her to be in reality, we need this. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
What do you think about her and her wig?
Oh, the horror about first of all, that entire season that they were playing her with that horrible dress, she was obviously super pregnant.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, you guys are giving it away. And then the wig, it was the same like this Party Planners wig.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Again, too
That
low.
little orphan Annie curl. Yeah.
Oh God. And it's so black.
Yeah.
And that horror.
And she said she gave it to her mom, though, which I loved. Did you? That was sweet that she gave it to her mom.
she gave her mother an ugly wig.
Well,
Very ugly
That's
wig.
not nice.
It's like,
That's just not nice.
I guess not, but I thought it was sweet.
I think.
I would be mad.
Yeah.
If my daughter gave me an ugly ass wig that everybody in the whole entire world hated, and then she's like, "Here, mom, for you."
I thought it was
I'd be mad. She could have at least straightened it or something.
Here's
before
the thing.
She gave
I
it to
know
her.
she's a mess, but I'm having a hard time watching her take the abuse from Candace. Maybe it's just because she's just a new mom. I'm like, I can't. Why isn't someone leaning over and strangling Candace?
I don't understand what Candace's whole beef is with her.
Right. It's like clearly her life is crumbling. What do you care?
But from day dot, like she's always been after her. I don't know why. And Candace ain't got a leg to stand on. She's just
no. I know people say it's jealousy a lot of times, and you're like, it's not jealousy. But I'm like, is Candace jealous of her?
What else can it possibly be? Ashley hasn't done a damn thing to her, and she has been coming after her from the jump.
Candace is the worst.
To tear down someone's speech about their miscarriage.
And I hate that white ass dress. I hate it. I hate them feathers on it. Yeah. I don't like anything about it.
No, it's so strange.
The way she kept saying, well, she had a mic and she wanted to be on the mic with her miscarriage. Just like Monique
asked her to do it. I really can't.
And I don't know why the other women aren't like saying, hey, enough. Like, this is crazy.
And obviously, like,
I'm sorry, when I was trying to get pregnant, I still drank.
Of course. That's how a lot of women get pregnant.
I was going to say the one time I got naturally pregnant because I was in Italy and was like, woo! Of
course. There's no law against that.
There's no, like, it has nothing to do with anything.
She likes her Coronas. That's clear. Yeah. And she was still able to get pregnant.
God bless her. And also, when a woman who wants a baby so bad has had a miscarriage, you shut the fuck up.
She was like, it was disingenuous. That is so crazy. And the other women are sitting there just like blankly, like, I don't get why Robin's piling on with that. And like, it's weird.
They all are. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if they're all jealous, but.
And we're going to reveal next week that the rest of the crew, he's had some accusations. The rest of the crew has said stuff too.
Right, because I saw in the preview, they're like, oh yeah, he did it to this guy, he did it to that guy.
And then Ray, LaDom's husband, is like, I've witnessed it as well.
Oh, Ray.
Speaking of LaDom, the fact that
LaDom's outlook was not great.
The fact
Wait, tell me about her look again.
LaDom's look was obviously white, but then like blonde ringlets that looked kind of like like a prom.
I thought she looked beautiful.
The half up, half down.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I know. But I
remember the dress, so that doesn't tell you much.
I will say,
I can't really either. It's just more the hair.
Yeah.
The fact that Saks Fifth Avenue called Karen to let her know that Giselle's boyfriend was seen at Saks with someone other woman is the most beautiful thing I've ever had.
She's like, you know I'm connected.
She's like, Saks called me and told me, asked me if you were still with Sherman because she said Saks called me and asked me if you were still with Sherman.
Yep.
And so, I was curious because they saw him at Saks with somebody else.
And Giselle, I thought, handled it all very well. She's just kind of like let Karen go.
They're a great pair. All of it really well.
Giselle's
this year.
So gorgeous.
Oh my God.
She can hang with any movie star any day.
Yeah, she is so beautiful.
So beautiful. I loved her hair, kind of like slicked back.
She's back with her ex-husband.
Hey, man, Stranger Things.
The preacher's wife.
The preacher's wife. That was a wild turn of events. Did you guys know about this? I had no idea.
No, I didn't know who it was going to be, but I knew if she was like, it had to be somebody that she knew. It had to be somebody from the past, right?
Is he going to be joining us? He's got to be.
So.
I'm sure the congregation needs a boost.
Oh, that would be good.
But it is sweet to me. Like, he's the father of her kids. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you have that connection.
And Giselle was just sitting like with a pleasant smile while Karen was like, we know she can't keep a man.
Oh,
she was like,
yes.
I know. She must have been on like out of
Karen was coming.
I think she was on. It was
because Karen was coming for Giselle, but Giselle didn't really strike back.
Maybe Giselle's happier now.
And she has that, and I liked her little jumpsuit. I thought it was cute.
She
loved
looks
it
good and everything.
Loved it.
Robin looked good too. I liked her hair.
I did too. Yes. I thought Monique looked beautiful.
Yeah, Monique
with those
gorgeous.
whatever those like gold bras.
Yeah, but Robin's dress was a tragic.
I don't remember the dress.
That's
the
dress and stuff.
It was like,
but the hair was good.
Kind of like cobwebs. Or
I don't know what it was.
Oh, now I'm remembering.
It's like Raggedy Ann and Andy, but like I don't know what it was.
It was a big swing for Robin. But I at least appreciated it.
Big swings.
Robin is normally like slumped in a lazy boy asleep.
She's always
in her
like
sweats. So I did appreciate some effort.
Robin doesn't dress, but she's so beautiful that she sort of doesn't need to. I mean, same with Giselle.
I thought she was like more engaged during this premiere.
Yeah. I think the whole season, she's been trying to get up there.
To rally. Yeah, she's tired. I've said it since always. She's
building a house.
Yeah. Well,
I just was so excited for this. I like saved this. I was like, I'm so busy this week. Like, I want to watch it when I'm like in the right frame of mind. And it felt so good to see it. Andy loves those women.
Oh, he does.
And oh my God, when he had Candace's mom demonstrate how she hit Candace in the head with her pocketbook on him.
His own face in.
When she's like, you don't understand. She walked into my bag. It was like,
that mother is certifiable. And isn't she like a psychiatrist or something?
Therapist.
How does she have all that money? The mom.
She said she's managed. Yeah, I think she makes a lot of money.
She makes a lot of money then.
But do you think her clients are like, this is like proudly watching the show?
Would you, if that was your therapist, would you continue?
Honestly, maybe.
No, but I think we were talking maybe some older clients that she's had for years and years and years.
Tough love. Hits them with a purse and says you're healed.
And I love how everyone calls her Miss Dorothy. I love it.
I love her. I love it all.
Even though she deserves no respect.
Oh, she's the worst.
She's the worst, but so is Candace.
But her daughter's the worst.
Oh, yes.
Like they are two. Yeah, they are two peas in a pod.
And then you see them, it's like they both hate each other. It's like, right. And that's why other people hate you.
Because
you're both
believe
awful.
That the mother said that she should invite her own brother to her wedding. That is some craziness.
But then she'd be like, no, I'm fine with it. But that's bullshit. Then she's bringing him.
It was bananas. I mean, it's her brother. It doesn't matter about you. It's not your wedding. I don't know.
But it was her wedding because she's like, I'm paying for every minute of this wedding. This is my wedding.
She cray.
Candace and Ashley going at each other for the length of time they let that run.
I would like a transcript.
I couldn't even
I can't believe he let it go on
because it was fascinating.
And like 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
But they were both talking over each other so much that I really need to, I would like to like just
like prenup, whore, miscarriage, doves.
I wanted to just I need
Australian
it
food.
Australian food. I needed it laid out for me because I would like to see
that would have been nice if they split the screen vertically and then showed them in the boxes, but then wrote it out like a transcript.
I would love to know what each of them, because they were speaking over each other. They were not listening at all. They had no idea what the other one was saying. It was like, on your mark, get set, scream, and they were both going at each other.
And they didn't stop.
No, they weren't going to stop for love or money. I like when LaDame tried to make a big statement to both Miss Dorothy and Candace. She was like, ladies, I like you both. And then that was it. I was like, okay.
I like that Karen cannot answer a question.
No.
When Andy was like, so now you're living back in Potomac, and did you buy or rent? And she goes, Ray and I are exploring our options. And it's like, so you're renting.
And we hope it's a big option.
What? Like, what does that mean?
And then she didn't even say she was renting.
No.
She said she was leasing.
I know. It's like, no, that's
and then he's like,
different.
Is that the same furniture? And she was like, yes.
Can you believe?
It was just strange.
To not answer a question and to feel that was enough to say, oh, no, we're not renting, we're leasing. I was like, wait, what?
First of all.
And I don't care what you're doing, but the fact that like, oh my God. But that is big in the housewives world. The difference between renting and buying is something that I don't get.
Well, when we started, everybody owned. And at this point, it's like we're pulling out deeds with multiple people on them. Like, it's just wild. I love Potomac. I cannot wait for next week is the one. And I'm very upset to report.
There's 3 episodes, right?
Yes.
I hope so.
We're saddened to report next week we're off, but we will be back the following week with a full report. Honestly, give yourself this gift of time. The universe has allowed us to be off for you to get your ass caught up on Potomac.
Yes. If you haven't gotten
Ask yourself why.
It is the finest housewives that we have seen in a
great season.
It's a great season.
Who's your favorite on Potomac?
On Potomac? I'm going to have to say probably Giselle and, I like Ashley too.
Why do we like Ashley?
Just because she's a mess and she's always bringing some crazy and, get to see what her hair's doing and... Yeah. And Giselle's just kind of mean to everybody. But this season, she's been in therapy and she's working on it, but she's still so bloody mean.
She worked on it.
And I dig it because now she just does it with a smile.
Yes.
And very, calm.
Yeah.
And LaDame is my favorite.
She don't own her business.
Yeah.
With a smile.
Oh, yeah. LaDame is just, to me, everything.
LaDame is everything.
No.
Should we take a small break and we'll be back? Away knows that everyone has a different travel style. That's why they make their carry-on in an array of colors, 2 sizes and 2 materials, a strong yet flexible polycarbonate, and an anodized aluminum. Not to mention, suitcases are designed to last a lifetime. But if any part of your suitcase breaks, Away's standout customer service team will arrange to have it fixed or replaced ASAP. And thanks to their 100-day trial on everything Away makes, take it out on the road and live with it. You can travel with it, get lost with it. Then, if you decide it's not for you, you can return any non-personalized item for a full refund. No ifs, ands, or asterisks. Want to see it for yourself? Shop everything Away at their stores in New York, Austin, LA, San Francisco, Boston, Chicago, and London. I love my Away suitcase. I traveled a ton this summer and I brought it with me everywhere. And I kept dropping it and everything stayed in place. It wasn't nicked. It wasn't dinged. It was perfect. For $20 off a suitcase, visit awaytravel.com/housewives20 and use the promo code housewives20 during checkout. That's awaytravel.com/housewives20 and use promo code housewives20 for $20 off a suitcase, because getting away means getting more out of every trip to come.
Hi, we are back now to discuss
the darkest anniversary trip I've ever set my eyes on.
Orange County.
Oof. Guys, there was so much wrong in this episode. For a woman to put on a sexy dance for her husband in a public setting, for him to refuse to go, for her to continue on and do it for his mother and his father.
Oh, God.
And then to have
Brett,
him
our
show
engineer, is
up.
laughing because I'm realizing, like, if you don't follow this, it's a lot to take in.
And then
in Vegas, Brett.
in Vegas, in a public setting, to then have that said husband come the day after.
Could have come the night before.
To come the day after and then been like, well, I'm here. and looked as if he were dragged there by his feet was just the darkest television I've seen.
Y'all, I hate him so much. I hate him so much. I mean, really.
He gaslights her so bad. He makes her feel
Every single thing she says, he comes back with some snotty ass snide remark that doesn't have anything to do with anything.
He's like Brandy's daughter. That's how he acts.
And he needs a smack too.
Yes, they both do need to be backhanded.
Really.
What the fuck is wrong with him? He hates her, right?
He hates
He hates himself. He hates himself.
Oh, God.
But he should, because he's a fucking asshole.
He's such a fucking
How can
twerp.
his parents seem so absolutely lovely?
I mean, if they'll sit there and watch their daughter-in-law strip her ass off.
I mean. And she was terrible in that dance.
Yes, of course she was.
The best was like, I was thinking about, I've done performances when you ask your friends, like that disastrous Largo show had, you ask your friends after, like, was it that bad? And they're so nice. They're always like, no, like, it was fine.
Yes.
And she says to Kelly, she's like, I messed up a little bit. And Kelly goes, yeah, you did.
And then the other one too, Bronwyn. Yeah, you messed up.
They're like, look, you did mess up a lot, but it's okay. They didn't even make her feel better
I
at
know.
all.
It's like, I get it.
Then you did that Betty Boop thing.
I know. At least she like saved it at the end. But for them, when Kelly said, yeah, you did, I was like, just say you did great.
Kelly went off the rails. We'll get to her, but let's talk about the hotel suite in Bronwyn's montage.
Well, we've been
all,
there.
Has that woman really had...
That's where we shot
Housewives of Las Vegas.
Tackiest.
It is
in that room?
We have been in that room.
I thought that's where it was.
Guys, we shot in that room.
And it's owned, may I say?
Was that butler there?
No.
They didn't bring him out for us.
No, they didn't, because I got dinner by myself at a personal pan Pizza Hut down below. 8 months pregnant, waddled around that hotel, which
First
still
of all,
allows
that
smoking.
hotel.
You didn't sit in that little...
Tell them who's it owned by. Who it's owned by.
It was at the time. I don't know if it is anymore. But at the time when we shot Housewives of Vegas at the Wayfair, it was owned by the Queen of Versailles'
And her
husband.
No.
Yes.
The condo
Yes,
timeshare.
Yes,
guy.
and we had to give her a
Roll.
roll on the show. Honestly,
nice.
she was lovely and she killed it.
I saw her on Below Deck Mediterranean and she seemed fine.
She got up on that?
Yeah, she was on that one.
I'm getting there. Okay.
Yeah. She was like 2-3 weeks.
She's also was on Flipping Out. I mean,
she makes the rounds. So she was in the Housewives of Vegas, but that hotel has seen better days.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
But to see Braun
an older
win, bopping her body is.
I have...
to have 7 kids? How?
I'm so mad about it. Oh, my God.
How?
Seems like you are really bitter when people have things.
I am.
Truly.
I need that life coach. Help me through
Her
this.
body. And she was not afraid to have that.
To
Would
have
you
that?
be? Sure, girl.
But to have that photographer take like to
butler.
force.
Please don't say photographer.
Sorry, butler. Forcing a butler to take pictures of her like sprawled on a piano and in a tub.
Ew, he told her coochie coochie.
That is true. It was just
That was a strange photo shoot, impromptu.
impromptu.
I wouldn't have done it. I don't think you guys would have done it,
No.
but she's got
But
7
that's
kids.
what I
Who knows
do
what
kind
we
of
would have.
like about her
Yeah.
is that she'll twist it and she's boring
Yeah.
and then she'll do something like that. I'm like, she's very free.
Yeah, underneath she's Dr. Deb's daughter.
Right.
You
Do
know?
we get to meet the aunt?
Dr. Deb, medicine woman.
Are we going to get to meet that aunt that she hates?
I'd love to, but she seems maybe not ready for prime time.
Oh, man, I got to meet her.
I mean, I'd love to.
It seemed there was some intense mental illness.
Was there?
I mean, that's what I was getting, guys.
Oh.
I mean, it looks like you're like ready for a laugh riot.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I didn't realize that.
I mean, it seemed like she'd had some psychiatric,
Well, no,
holds
because
put on her.
because Dr. Deb brought her to the kids.
I
when she was
know.
babysitting
Well,
them.
we'll see, guys. Maybe she'll join us.
Oh God.
Bronwyn's little chalkboard.
Now, as she said to us, I get to bring out my funny chalkboard where I say my funny expressions
My
or
funny
something.
sayings.
My funny sayings. One of them was what happens in Vegas.
She ain't funny.
Not a funny bone in that
not one.
perfect
and
body.
guess what? Bronwyn, and you're perfect, gorgeous,
And
The
you're
good with the bad. I
toned,
guess.
yeah,
toned, tummy. Who?
There's no way that stomach has 7
Guys,
children
I
in
had
it.
one children. My tummy will never look.
Yeah.
Do you
like
think
that.
she did a lift and
I mean, I don't know where would the scar be because
Yeah.
that bikini was tiny.
yeah?
That was crazy. Maybe I wonder if you go up your vagina and you
Pull it out from the inside.
Is that done?
I'm just wondering.
Right.
You know,
Look, let's let a medical professional take it from here. But these are great ideas.
just offering some helpful hints to Dr. Deb, medicine woman.
Up like with a scalpel through the vagina.
You get in and you just like it's like
Yeah.
a shirt. Like
You take it in from the inside.
yeah,
I don't know.
like a waistband. You know?
I don't know. We'd have to ask Kelly's boyfriend,
Oh, that.
who all she talks about is how they like have. I got pounded.
Oh,
last night.
she is the
She's
way
so
she says
disgusting.
it.
And the amount of time she was making that joke about
the
dongs.
dongs.
with
Guys,
dongs.
Kelly,
Her sayings are so horrible when she was like, the future's so bright, you gotta wear shades.
can't.
you said it, I believe, a year or two ago when we first met Kelly,
you.
that she is always just like
That's what she said.
Yeah, like, her expressions
jokes
are like
are-
a 13-year-old
It's like
boy.
Michael
yeah.
Scott on The Office.
Yes.
That's the type of humor she loves.
Yeah, it's so strange.
But she
And
just can't let it go. It just goes on and on and on. It was like
I
everybody's
felt like
telling
her
me stuff.
and Leanne were having the same weird reactions to these trips. Like, where's this coming from?
Right? You're not wrong.
Thank you, guys. I don't think Mirabelle's the right setting for Kelly.
Definitely not, yo.
guys, I've never been
I would
to
have been
Mirabelle.
like jizzing myself if I was there. on that
Guys,
trip.
I want to go there so bad that I literally went on the website as I was watching the
Is
show.
it so expensive?
Kulapi second I went.
You did?
Very expensive.
It's so expensive.
I was a bit taken aback. Although I did do a Watsu water massage where an elder woman slowly danced me around the pool. What? That's great.
That's like Last Dance of Mary Jane.
She was cupping me under my back, and I
So you didn't do the sound bath?
I didn't do the sound back. No, this older gal was cupping me under my shoulder blades, and I was stretched out in the water, and she danced me around for an hour.
An hour?
Yeah. I slept like a baby that night.
What did you do while you were in
You're just kind of in a trance, and
Is it an outdoor pool?
No, you're in an indoor pool. It has to be a certain temperature, and she just dances you around. And it's very weird. I was trying to put a spin on it. It's really fucking weird.
Spinning it, except for her spinning you around a pool.
And like at Canyon Ranch, there's some other places apparently you can't drink, but at Miraval, they're just like, fuck it.
There was a full bar there. Yeah. You saw?
Yeah.
Cool up, and I had a ball, but it was so expensive. I've never been back. It wasn't great though that the Miraval's trying to show off itself. And it's like, no, the power's out.
Yeah, that was. I was like, what?
Someone was freaking out.
I was like, for the power to be, if you're spending that much money and the power's out,
they would have to give you a discount. I mean, wouldn't they?
But this is their big advertisement to the world, and that was tough.
I mean, I still went online. They don't even give prices on the website.
No.
Not that I could see. You'd have to dig a little further because I was like, what's the package? What is it? And it just says everything is just and free $200 worth of spa treatments. Mm-hmm. But it's but what am I paying?
Yeah,
it's just everything is just and you get $200 worth of resort fees a day. It's but what am I paying?
Right.
It just would not.
I'm just flashing to some classes Cool Up, and I took, at one point, conscious eating. And so I was sitting with a group of women. We had to go to the buffet line together. And then when we came back to the table, we had to eat very slowly. And everyone just looking each other's eyes, slowly chewing. I've told you I've tried everything. And Cool Up, I call her. I'm like, where are you? And she's crying. And I just hear nay in the background. And she's like, I'm cleaning off. I'm doing horse equine therapy. I'm cleaning off horse hooves. This is when Cool Up and I, we previously both had no money. We started making money, no kids, nothing. And these were the types of jaunts we went on.
Well, yeah.
She's like, I started cleaning that hoof and tears started flooding. She said she would see other people from the equine class around, the other 2 days and just barely make eye contact with them.
Oh my God.
Anyway, guys.
It was just, and then
they get to Miraval.
So they get to Miraval and of course Kelly is unhinged, and then she hits Shannon over the head with Shannon's head is in a bowl, a sound bowl. And so that's on her.
A mallet. A brass mallet.
Yeah.
A metal mallet. Hard,
but not that hard.
I mean, it wasn't that hard. It was hard. I mean, but Shannon's such a loca, man. That was too much.
She was
freaking urgent care.
Okay, you're on Kelly's side.
I'm on Kelly's side in the sense that
I think Kelly was a total dick for hitting her with the mallet. Even Dr. Tim said, that is so not cool.
I know that was did you hear that guy go, that's so not cool?
That's so not cool.
I'm sorry, did you call him Dr. Tim?
That's what they called him.
Oh, I thought he was just Tim.
I thought he was Tim. Why not? Why didn't he check her out?
The lady with the
He's a doctor of gongs.
I was just thinking, what's Tim a doctor?
He's a gong doctor. He weighed in.
But that being said, Kelly was a total asshole. No question about it. But then Shannon has to take it. She has to out asshole Kelly's assholeness. So then now Kelly doesn't look as much of an asshole because Shannon goes off the fucking crazy.
Yeah,
land.
well, because Tamara tells her spinal fluid's going to fucking leak out of her ass. And
Tamara's
she's
pure evil.
Oh, yeah.
She's
evil.
Pure freaking evil.
Yes.
She's pure evil. There's just no way around it.
You guys, my mic just spontaneously jumped out of its thing. And it was Tamara.
I'm telling you.
It was the ghost of Cut Fitness.
That's another thing. When they were thank God Cut Fitness is closed today so we can really do our workout. I was
it's so nice without people bothering
that place is not closed. That's what it fucking looks like. You can put it all on a nice face on it, but that place is a desert. There's tumbleweeds through that place.
That's really interesting, your thoughts, because I was on Shannon's side just from the sense of Adam Pally once concussed me with a boom mic, and it doesn't feel great. And it is a little scary. Yeah. I was crawling around on the floor, throwing up, and he was just sleeping in. But that said, Shannon, she does go so crazy. It's just annoying.
It's so annoying.
Yeah,
you can
she's just
be
annoying.
Cool and just.
And her cry, she's and my eyes blurry, my eyes.
And she's
where's my stuff? I have my contacts out.
I can't see anything. All of a sudden she's blind. It just was too.
So you think the reason that Tamara volunteered to go to urgent care was to ratchet things up?
I mean, always. Okay. Whatever the evil move is, that's what Tamara's going to do. And then she called Vicky.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'm so naive. And then she said something else about the spinal fluid. And then she was like, your brain's going to get bloated.
Swollen.
I said bloated.
Bloated. Just had too much salt today. My brain's
But she knew because she called Vicky and Vicky got her ramped up. Oh, you could have a concussion. Oh, your brain could be swollen. So
I love that Vicky tried to throw in a love ya. It was not.
No.
Nobody. Everyone's like, okay, pulling up.
I noticed that too. Okay, bye.
Bye.
And then she brings In and Out Vicky to the house.
Miraval?
I mean, they had a beautiful chef there with all that good food.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Speaking of don't care, I don't give a fuck that Gina's license is taken for a year. Goddamn right it should be, you fucking asshole out there driving drunk. Fucking kids out there.
And I find it hard
Should have been taken for 10 years, you fucking bitch.
Also, there's fucking...
I'm sorry, guys. I don't play with drinking and driving. I know that no one does, but I get so angry. And for her to sit there and cry...
But
you deserve this. I'm sorry.
And also, there's in this day and age, there are so many ways you can get home.
And also, I mean, but she did it. She got busted. There's also like classes you can take. There's no way that she's a lawyer. Like, I'm sure that there's a way to get time.
Gina's a child.
Yeah.
Gina went from her parents' house to her husband's house, and she has never been on her own. I feel that in my bones. And that
apartment is so depressing, y'all.
So
if I have to look at another like poster of live, laugh, love, or
drink, drive, drunk. I'm sorry I called her a bitch because that was an outburst.
No, you're not wrong though.
To watch her crying when it's like you could have killed someone.
Exactly. You should be you getting off with nothing.
Then you don't show up for your court date.
No, you are
stupid. And she tried to throw it on her friend, saying her friend brought a roadie in, and that's why she got busted. Get
out of here. Even the lawyer was like, "Well, you're still pretty lucky.
You're fucking lucky."
She's like, "I guess I should be glad I didn't kill anyone," but it's like I hate her. Shannon Badua. How does she do it? Do it, Danielle.
I don't know that I could do it. Shannon Badua.
Shannon Badua. I'm calling Shannon Badua.
And
Shannon
Badua, y'all.
Guys,
I can't. That's.
It's not. She's not living her best life, and that blonde testimonial hair. That. Ooh. And the makeup. Like she's just somebody's giving her terrible advice.
She's struggling. I'm really excited though that she and Emily are going to have a falling out.
Yes.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, that's exciting.
That's going to be so boring. You don't think?
No, I think
you were really mean to me. You didn't call me.
Right.
And then she's just be like, what are you talking about? They're just so boring.
But then her and Kelly are going to have a fight too.
More interesting.
Yeah.
More interesting. Kelly's going to burn it all down at Miraval.
Oh, she will
scorched earth. Yes. That woman.
I appreciate that about Kelly. It is scorched earth with Kelly.
Scorched earth.
But then she'll be like, you know what? I freaked out.
Yeah, and then she's like so normal. She's like, I'm only human trying to raise my daughter, and I don't always do it right.
When you come for Kelly, Kelly comes with every
artillery. But then I bet if Kelly were sitting here right now, we'd all be like, what a great gal.
Oh, for sure.
Like, we'd have fun with her.
Well, her daughter's pretty fabulous.
Right? Jolie.
What a good kid.
But then are these girls just like carving their path in spite of their parents? Or is Kelly... I mean, I want to say I feel like Kelly's a great mom.
I mean, Jolie's a good, seemingly to me. That kid's smart. She's quick.
100%.
She's,
Sweet,
she's got her mother's
kind,
number.
She's empathetic.
Yeah.
She's funny.
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh that Kelly was that mad about Shannon doing that, but then was the same amount of mad at Vicky saying that she, quote, pulled a train and is doing cocaine. Like, she's just.
Yeah. A train.
Kelly's got a temper.
Oh.
I love Kelly though, you guys. She is the true hero of OC.
She's carrying it on her back,
but
right
she's
now.
carrying.
She is. Well, because Tamara's just always evil, fucking.
And Shannon, gives the stuff, but she also taketh. She giveth and she taketh.
Now, she does, man. Yes. That emergency room.
And Vicky, guys, I don't miss Vicky.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to her showing up with In-N-Out burgers and just lighting it all up.
She will light it up.
Yes. Right now, it was just I felt like it was out dark the way the lights were off. I'm excited, but I agree. I don't need her full time, but I'm excited to add her into this mix.
Yeah.
Well, it's a powder keg and she's the light.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
No, I was thinking about Beverly Hills, so never mind.
You've already moved on.
No.
A little birdie told us actually that next week's OC is going to be nothing short of explosive, and it was called The One to watch.
Yeah.
This is big. And again, it's always the next one.
Yeah.
And then the next one will be like, well, next week.
And again, we will be off next week.
Yeah, again, we won't be here, but we will be back and better than
after.
ever.
Yes. Yeah. Time to everybody.
I was so excited for OC to begin. I can't tell you. It was just like counting on the days for it all to happen.
Really? Despite last year. Or did you miss a season in Prague?
No, girl, no.
Okay. Oh, you got to it all. Nothing will keep you.
Nothing will keep you from your wives.
Nothing keeps me from my housewives or my drag race. This is, I got it on lock.
And your below deck meds?
Yeah, well, that I just started getting into, believe it or not.
Me
I
too.
wasn't into it before.
Captain Sandy is a revelation.
She's my hero. You want to talk about it? She is so dope.
Well, now, maybe you didn't hear me say this, but someone told me Captain Sandy's a Trumper.
I don't believe that.
I'm watching Anna's face.
I don't believe that.
Everything's
how could it be?
How could it be? She's a gay
But if
alcoholic.
she is, I'm ready to cross the aisle. I don't know, and hold hands across the aisle. I am, because
I'll listen to what she has to say.
I will absolutely listen.
I will listen to what her reasoning is, and then I will probably have to kill her and then kill myself.
Guys, I'm attracted to
Captain Sandy. Go on.
No,
I am
the chef.
Totally.
I'm attracted
100%.
to the British chef.
Oh, well, see, you love that.
Yeah.
You love that, like, assholey, pompous thing.
Brett, are you laughing because you work on my husband's podcast?
I'm attracted. I'm attracted to the kind of nebbishy Jewish chef who's a season behind.
Yes.
Wait. I don't remember.
And you know that's my guy.
Yeah, from the season before.
I love him.
I like the British kind of like, I can't work in this kitchen.
That's what every chef is always screaming,
Yeah.
but it's just like in a different accent.
Yeah.
What do you think of Hannah?
Hannah?
Yeah.
The chief stew, right?
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, I like her too.
Guys.
I love her.
No, I like her.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do.
I have a fascination, but she's such a mean girl.
She is totally.
But she's
a mean
trying
girl.
to get things in order.
But she also
it's not
has
easy being the
moments-
chief stew.
It's not easy being the chase stew.
No, but she has her moments. I like, she has her moments where, like, she tried with Travis to, like, not be a total raving bitch to him for about 5 minutes, but then he blows it and gets completely wasted, right? And then that was dark. That, like, wasted falling over, and then your chef boyfriend had to, like, carry him through.
Yeah, but that's again why I love him, because he's
He was there for him.
He's a lot nicer this season.
Yeah,
I
he
think.
is. Well, he had some time off, but then he again was just like,
Yeah.
But Travis has had been 2 seasons on the seas. It's not easy.
It's not easy to be
Yeah.
in that galley.
Yeah.
With that chase stew. I love how into like the things I get where I'm like, Sandy's told him to lower 4 shackles. They better get those shackles in the water.
Oh, when things
I'm
get
like, where's
stuck
the
on
water
a
toys?
tree.
Get them out there.
When they couldn't get those water toys out. I
Oh
was
my
upset.
God, when she was yelling at Joao about the spark plug, when I say something, you ask me how high to jump. I was
Yes.
like,
You guys, can I say the guests on Below Deck are so, like, I know it's supposed to be like an upstairs, downstairs of like the crew, but like the guests are such like red-faced white trash. Like, I just
No, it's
can't-
definitely downstairs.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, I would say
Downstairs root cellar.
it's like,
But you know what? Even the ones that I expected to be really cool, they had like a whole crew of black gay guys come on, and I was like, "Oh, this will be fun. This will be a party." And they were total assholes too, throwing up on.
I
the
don't
deck.
recall any
Sending
guests
food back.
being anyone I would want to know.
No.
I liked when Sandy's pal who invented that vibrator came on.
Yes.
She was nice. She was really nice.
They didn't like the food though, right? That was when.
yes, that was the problem.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the food.
because that chef lady.
You know,
Third
guys.
stew.
Oh, third stew.
Third stew.
Guys, this has been a delight. Anna, is there anything else you want to add?
No, I'm just happy to see you guys.
Thank you so much for coming on. You're
Thanks
always
for having me. This is
thrill.
a really fun time.
our listeners.
I get a lot of props from this. Y'all
Our
don't
listeners
know.
love you. Every
Love.
time you come on and I hear from them, please have her back. Please make her a third member of the
Yes,
podcast.
happily,
as
happily.
if Casey and I are not enough for
Well,
you
next
people.
time-
We
but I
barely
wanna
let the
come-
guests we have speak. We can't.
I had fun. Well, next time we do it, if you bring a fourth mic, you can bring Matt McConkey because he was really fun when we did it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love him.
He's the best.
He's hilarious.
He's the best.
You guys attract wonderful people.
We sure do.
We sure do. Go see Hustlers.
Guys.
I'm living my best dreams tomorrow night seeing the Judy premiere.
You're going to Judy?
I'm going to Judy. I know I'm a million years old, but I can't wait to see.
Are you? I'm so excited.
No, I know you are.
You're like, you're 1,000,001. I'm not talking to you.
And a little book club. We have not read it yet, but Danielle and I will probably most likely in its entirety be discussing the Demi Moore book.
Guys, I'm so excited.
She wrote a book?
Yes, of course.
Where have I been?
Tell all. I like Demi. She's been very, very nice to me over the years.
I've never met her, but she's been nice to me as well.
Well, she would never know my name, but she's been kind to me.
Guys, and next week, like we said, we are off, but we have a nice little treat for you. We have these new special Bitch Sesh episodes coming out, our bonus sessions.
Yep. And so for the week that we're off next week, we are going to release a really amazing interview we did with Whitney Cummings, who discusses her stand-up special, some housewife stuff, her skincare regimen, which is nothing short of fascinating and amazing. And then we're rolling them out weekly. We have about 30 coming at you. I love them all.
Yes, they start next week on the 24th.
Yeah, and we got such amazing guests, so please give it a listen.
Please.
Ana Ortiz, where can we find you? Besides in my dreams.
I'm just bopping around LA trying to get into Danielle's car.
Yes.
Guys,
and do you want to give an Instagram or a Twitter?
Oh, sure. The real Ana Ortiz. I'm both on Instagram.
And you're on a new show coming up, too.
Yeah, for Disney Plus, a streaming service called Love, Simon.
Based on the movie.
Yep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I love it.
And I get to be in LA for a change.
Not in Prague. I love you.
Love you.
Thank you so much for doing
Thanks,
this. You're the
y'all.
greatest.
Thank you to Brett.
Thanks, Brett.
Thank you to Earwolf. Thank you to Jordan. Thank you to Dana.
Thank you to Casey.
Thank you to Danielle. And thank you, of course, as always, to the People's Choice Awards. Vote for us and campaign for us to be seen if we win.
I still have that dress.